north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort today. It's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Atlanta Braves and the Toronto Blue Jays. The Braves try to lock down their 14th consecutive win. Coming up next. Robbie Ray is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitched, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And Dan D-Row, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
And a little off to begin the afternoon, as it's to 3-1 now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. First pitch of the AB now. Hot shot to third. He's got it. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's gone 2 for 8. First pitch on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. Fouled off. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, beautiful dive. The throw to first. Just late. He's safe. That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up a base hit, and the inning continues.
Hey, that's a heck of a play by the third baseman to get dirty right there. I can't tell you how hard it is or how far a throw it is, especially when you sell out and get dirty. To get up and throw the ball across the diamond, just didn't have enough time to get that one done.
Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. 0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Coming in is Hernandez. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Braves strand 1, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Charlie Morton will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Striding in is Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop.
Here it comes. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
The 1-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Bichette is retired, and there's one away. Striding forward, Lourdes Gurriel. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Now here's the first offering. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Gurriel has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
So now into the box is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Pitch swung on and hit on the ground for Freeman over there at first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Blue Jays held in check, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's 1 for 4. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
In is Jorge Soler, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Swing and a liner. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Ball 2. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. And it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Eddie Rosario started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count. A ball and 2 strikes.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's 1 for 4.
The right fielder, Teoscar
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Here's George Springer. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 8 home runs, 18 driven in. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fastball called for strike 2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Pops this one up. Reilly has a play, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
Welcome back to the Rogers Center, home of the Blue Jays, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
Leading off for the Braves.
All right, thanks,
The
Heidi.
right fielder, number 14, Adam Duvall.
Now here's the first offering. Adam Duvall is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's hitless in 6 tries. Swing and a miss. Looked like a slider there. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is a breaking ball that messed with the timing for a strike. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So one gone in the inning now as we take a look at the AL East standings to check out where the Blue Jays land coming into this one. The next to bat for Atlanta, Stephen Vogt. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now here's the pitch. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball two. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Bases are empty here with two away, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. A 1 pitch on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
3-2 pitch. Hit to short. Bichette's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So now here is Rendell Pritchett as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Rendell Pritchett.
Here's the first pitch to him. The 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Kevin Biggio is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Favorable call in there for a strike.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Chopped weakly to the left. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Breaking ball somehow misses the outside. 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Vogt's got it, and the throw to first ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. All set for the start of the fourth, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
1 out, base is empty, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman Freddie Freeman. Here's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up onto first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth. Now into the box, Austin Reilly. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up. We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
So up steps Ozzie Albies as he'll take a look at ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Reilly is off at first with 2 away. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Ready with the 0-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. 2 left for Atlanta. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. And now, Lourdes Gurriel. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And another foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Lined but speared on a hop. Throw to first is in time for the first down. So the next to bat will be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
At the plate, Marcus Semien, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
3 balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping in once again is Adam Duvall. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Rosario on at first, nobody out. Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it, one gone.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
From the stretch, Stephen Vogt will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Up next for Atlanta, the shortstop.
Next up is Dansby Swanson. He bounced out last time up. First offering. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And it's fouled away. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Next to dig in, Ronald Acuna. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Ready with the 1-2. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The right fielder. Stay up, Hernandez.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I got to count 0-2.
1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
Fouled away. Count remains full. Fly ball right down the line and left, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch one more time. Shoots this one over to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play.
Number 4.
So here is George Springer. Now the first pitch. One out, nobody on. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Hit well on the ground to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he'll pull into second with one away.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
To the plate now, Reese McGuire, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. A 1 pitch on its way.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Here's a pop-up now. Reilly is there. 2 down. So a man at second here with 2 away. And the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. But not in time as he's across with the run.
Boy, it's been tough to score in this one so far through the 5th inning, but that RBI base hit right there is a nice breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been a great pitcher's duel up until this point. They've been executing on the bump without question, but that RBI knock right there might set the tone for the later innings.
Kevin Biggio stepping up now as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. The 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Grichuk, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on and start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. 2 balls and a strike to Freeman. Now the 2-1 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Now at the plate, Austin Reilly. A fly out and a single for him so far. First pitch of the AB on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Pitch on the way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. On the ground to third. Reined in. And there are 2 away now. So stepping in is Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. McGuire is after it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Jays are out in front, 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
The shortstop.
And now the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Albies scoops it up, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. So 1 gone in the inning now as we get a look there at the standings in the NL East as you see where the Braves find themselves entering play. 1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch of the AB now. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
And it's quickly 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chop this one right side. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw.
2 balls and no strikes now to the Atlanta DH.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Into the box, Eddie Rosario. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Now here's the first offering. Adam Duvall is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now at the plate is Marcus Semien. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Number 56 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. The pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch. It hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand. So they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. In there, 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is.
Ball. I got to count 2-2.
Grounded back up the middle. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number
George
4,
Springer the next to hit.
George Springer.
Now here's the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, but they lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Stephen Vogt.
Stephen Vogt.
And now the first pitch.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
High in the air down the right field line.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
1 away.
Now
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. It was a walk in his last trip. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Joaquin Soria gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Ronald Acuna will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swanson stands at first with 1 out. Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And it's fouled away.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Now the 2-1 is laid off up for ball number 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
On a Good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Standing in now, Freddie Freeman, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now it'll be Reese McGuire. 2 pop-outs for him so far, so he'll look to stay through one here. Will Smith is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. First pitch of the AB on its way as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter, sending him packing.
Here's Randall Grichuk as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here comes the 0-1. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
In now, Kevin Biggio, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Smith is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Count even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Bouncer up the middle.
Swanson brings it in.
And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Jordan Romano comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. So kicking off the top of the 9th is Austin Reilly, as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
To 1-2 now. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Really strong outing, Matty V. Into the 8th inning without allowing a run, in line for the win, and he certainly deserves a good fate in this one. Hard to imagine he could pitch any better innings 1 through 8 than he did in this one.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. High in the air down the right field line. Hernandez is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Next, it'll be Jorge Soler, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him. Jock Peterson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. First delivery to him, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Two and 0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fouled off. a 2-1 home.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
The 3-1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And it's fouled away. Final strike for the Braves. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll get under it to make the catch, and the Blue Jays have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Toronto used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Robbie gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he allows only 2 hits through 7+ innings of work.